I don't like feeling like I'm failing, and I don't like to put it out there. Like, I've always been a fake it till you make it, kind of like pretend to have the confidence until you actually have a reason to have the confidence type of person. Good morning. I'm currently in my 37th week of pregnancy. I don't know if I will technically be in my 38th when I upload this. We're gonna kind of see how the schedule falls. But right now I'm 37 weeks pregnant. It is 10:30 and I'm just waking up in the morning, which I'm very thankful that I'm able to sleep in and actually wake up feeling somewhat rested, because I have developed pregnancy-induced insomnia, and for some reason in the middle of the night I can't sleep, but I'll fall asleep around like 4 to 5 a.m. and then I'm able to sleep till like 10:30, sometimes even 11. My doctor's appointment this week, I found out I was 1 centimeter dilated and 70% effaced, which you can stay at for like 4 weeks, but it also could mean that labor is coming sooner. So I guess I'm kind of officially in that like waiting phase. Like, are contractions gonna start? Is my water gonna break? Like, what's gonna happen that moves me into the next stage of labor? But right now I thought it would be really fun to do a realistic day in my life at 37 weeks pregnant. If I'm being honest, I'm starting to get a little anxious and I don't need to be alone right now. So you guys are going to be with me today. I'm very much a shower at night kind of girly, but being that I can go into labor now at literally any time, I've also just been showering in the morning as well, just so I feel clean if we do have to like rush to the hospital or anything. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I've kind of incorporated into my routine of every morning, every night. I'm just taking a shower and making sure that everything is fresh. So I don't have to wash my hair, but I am just gonna do a quick body shower. That felt so good. I also have my coffee now and my bar stool, because I cannot stand up while I'm getting ready anymore. I have to like sit down. So I'm gonna do just my really quick everyday makeup routine. So this is the face of the day. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my hair, and today I'm gonna try using a curling iron, which I haven't done since I chopped a bunch of length off of my hair and did like the mom chop. It's wild because it only took me 6 minutes to curl my entire head. When it was longer, I guess I had to like twist it up and had more hair to curl. So it makes sense that it would have taken longer, but I didn't think it would take that much time off of me actually doing like a full curled hairstyle. But now I'm just gonna spray it and kind of let it cool for a second, give it a little zhuzh, and see what we are working with. Yes, mommy. Okay. You guys are not going to believe it, but it is already noon. It took me an hour and a half just to take a body shower and pull myself together for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and go throw my lunch into the oven, and then we're gonna reset my room, make the bed, that sort of thing together. Also, here's a little bump date for you guys. I feel like I can't really get any bigger at this point, but I think that every week, and then somehow I do indeed get bigger. Pillow doesn't technically go on the bed, but I have been using it every night, so it's just gonna look a little bit lopsided. This is as good as it's going to get today. My food still has a few minutes in the oven, but to be honest, my entire life right now revolves around whether or not I'm going into labor and what I'm going to eat next. And I'm trying to get enough protein and eat things that aren't going to set off my heartburn. And it is all my mind can really deal with at this time is like, what am I gonna eat and are you in labor? Today I'm making one of my favorite meals. It is a sweet potato salmon bowl. I'm gonna put the entire recipe down in the description. You guys, it is so freaking incredible, and it just has like all the good food groups. It has my protein, my healthy fats, my carbs. Like, it just has everything, and it fills me up, it satiates me, and I look forward to it every time I'm gonna make it. While it's cooking, I wanted to update you guys on the 90-day experiment that I've been doing with Seatopia, who is today's channel partner. In the very first video that I partnered with them, I went really deep on why I chose to do this experiment, and I'm going to link that down below. But here's kind of like the short version. With seafood, there are so many things they say to watch out for, like mercury levels and where the fish comes from and microplastics. And the thing that really got me hooked onto Seatopia is they are so transparent with what is in their fish and where it comes from. They test their fish for mercury and all that other junk, and they actually put the results online, so you don't just have to trust the label when it says like this has been tested. You can actually go online and look for yourself and see what the results were. Someone who has been reading every single ingredient on every label so far, that is something that really earned my trust. The part that surprised me most is that frozen can sometimes be better than fresh. You would have never caught me saying that I wanted frozen fish over fresh fish like a year ago, but here I am letting you know frozen can be better than fresh. When you go to a restaurant and there are those warnings on the bottom bottom of the menu that say like consuming raw seafood can cause blah, blah, blah. Actually a requirement by law that restaurants put that on their menu if their seafood has not gone through the proper deep freeze to eliminate parasites. Seatopia's freezing actually goes beyond what is required. They make it colder and they keep it there longer. So you know that anything that could possibly maybe be in your fish, it's gone. I'm not sitting here worried about if there's possibly any parasites. If I've cooked the fish long enough, I could technically feel comfortable eating this fish raw, even being pregnant if I want to. But if I was to go to a store and pick up a piece of fish, you would have no idea about the mercury levels or the parasites or any of that. And I know that's not the most glamorous thing to bring up when I'm about to eat lunch, but it is the truth of the matter. And you guys, I used to make my Seatopia always at dinner time so I could share it with my husband. And then I realized that if I make it at lunch while he's at work, I get double the Seatopia portion. So maybe that's a little bit selfish right now, but I am carrying his Horcrux around. So I feel like I get to be a little bit selfish right now. My mom is a little bit of a seafood snob. She grew up in Istanbul, Turkey, and was just surrounded by incredible seafood for the first 18 years of her life. And she is someone that will not eat frozen salmon typically. Like that's just not something she's gonna do. But I made her this exact bowl that I'm making right now when she was in town for the baby shower. And she loved it so much, she actually signed her and my dad up for a Seatopia subscription. She also had a really good idea that I hadn't even thought of. She is going to gift some boxes to friends for the holidays, like those friends that she never knows what to get. They can kind of get themselves anything they want. So she's always looking for a unique, really special gift idea for them. And she has already decided that this is going to be their gift for the holidays. We've been sharing recipes back and forth, and literally every time I talk to her, she's like, I can't believe this is frozen fish. You guys know I've done sponsorships for almost 20 years, and my rule has always been if it is not something that I genuinely want to incorporate into my own life, I don't want to do a brand partnership with it. The biggest compliment I can give Seatopia is that I will put my own money where my mouth is, and when this partnership is over, I will be a customer. I will be ordering this, paying my own money to have this always on hand in my freezer and be part of my staple of recipes that I rotate between because it is so freaking good. And real talk on the money, because I know that matters, these bowls have replaced a takeout meal for me. This leaves me feeling better than takeout ever did. This is easy, it's filling, and it's recipes that I keep coming back to and craving and know are giving my baby the nutrients that she needs. So when I officially hit the 60-day mark of my 90-day experiment, I did another blood test to check my omega-3 index. At the time of filming, it hasn't actually come back yet, but I will put it down in the description if you want to check that out. I'm honestly really curious to see if it is trending up. I know it takes like 90 to 120 days to really see the full results, but I'm interested if even the 60 days has started like ticking my numbers up. If you want to try Seatopia, you can use my code BLAIRSHIPFREE for free shipping on your first order. I'm going to put the code and the link down below. And now I think it is about time to plate my lunch. So how freaking good does this look? So this is the Buckafrost Atlantic salmon from Seatopia that I put in a bowl over some roasted sweet potato. And then I have some crumbled pasteurized feta cheese on top of it, avocado, and a little bit of a balsamic glaze. You guys, I could eat this every single day. It is the absolute perfect bite. You get a little bit of everything in every bite. Oh my goodness, my mouth is literally watering right now. I'm in a parking garage, so it's kind of dark, but I changed out of my like loungewear into a cute little sundress, and my doctor has been telling me that I should be walking every day. One thing about me at 37 weeks pregnant is I don't really enjoy walking much of anywhere, let alone outside in the heat right now. So I actually brought myself to the mall. I've made up some errands basically that I need to do because shopping sounds more fun than just like walking around outside. So I'm basically going to use the errands and the different stores that I walk to as my walking of the day, but I'm really mainly here to shop, and I'll do some walk. Just your neighborhood pet whale walking around, trying to get as many steps in as I can, get the baby down. She's popping. I am just walking myself around this mall. I did the top floor, now I'm doing the bottom floor, and I think by the end of it, I might cry. I just got home from the mall and immediately had to change back into my lounge set, but now I'm gonna give you a little bit of a haul. And I did have 2 contractions while I was walking around the mall. They weren't like consistent or spaced apart. Like, I don't know, you can't really tell a pattern with just 2, but I did have to contractions. I'm gonna start with what I picked up for myself, and then I will show you what I got for baby. So very first thing, I love my Crown Affair dry shampoo. It is absolutely incredible. One of my favorite beauty products of all time. It works so well, but I will admit it can be a little time consuming having to apply the powder and like separate your hair. Just the way it ends up working out, it does take longer than a spray. So a lot of you recommended the K18 Air Wash Dry Shampoo, and so I went ahead and picked this up because it is a spray that you can kind of just like shake your hair out and then be good to go. And I feel like in the next few weeks, months of my life, I'm going to be going through a lot of dry shampoo. The next thing I got is the Sleepy Tie, and I got the medium. I've seen this all over social media and have wanted to try it. I just never pulled the trigger on it. And then when I saw it in person, I was like, this is gonna be good. I've been doing a lot of heatless, like overnight rollers, blowouts, things like that. But this one kind of looks like if it gives good results, it's going to be the easiest for me to sleep in. It's kind of just like sleeping with your hair in a bun. And then you wake up and you have like pretty curls and you don't have to do your hair. I also got the matching bonnet with it just because I feel like I could use a fresh one, and I was excited to get that. I got a fresh Get Ready With Me headband because mine has just gotten makeup all over it, and you can't really like wash these the same way you can wash like just the fabric headbands that don't have like the structure to them. Like, I don't know, can I put this in the washer? Will the heat like melt whatever plastic is inside? I'm not sure. And then I went ahead and got myself the DIY lash extensions with the Fresh Bond and Seal. I used these before my wedding for a lot of like special events, and I'm just wondering if maybe I want to do little DIY lash extensions before I go into the hospital, just to see kind of if I have no other makeup on, at least I'll still feel like a tiny bit put together. And right now I'm waking up with my night guard, and I have my wrist braces on and my little Breathe Right snore strip, and I do not feel the prettiest when I wake up in the morning. And I feel like anything that can help kind of like make me feel like I'm waking up and just feeling a little more like myself is going to help me get through these last few weeks. And I want to show you what I got for baby. So the first outfit is this cute little romper right here, and it comes with a matching headband. And I thought for summer, sitting out on the rocking chair on the porch, like letting her get a little bit of vitamin D, not too much, is just going to be absolutely perfect. And this just looks so fresh and summery and cute. And then I saw this cute little gown with the ruffle collar and could not say no. So I love that it's a gown that's really easy to change her in the middle of the night. We don't have to worry about like zippers or snaps or anything. You just pull it up, change the diaper, pull it back down, and it is just so pretty. So I picked up those two things for her. And I walked around that mall for hours. So it is 5:42 right now. It's a little early typically for us to have dinner, but I am starving Marvin. So we are just going to have some leftovers for dinner, and I'm gonna hang out with my husband for a little while, and I will catch back up with you guys in a little bit. It's been a couple hours and I had dinner and then took a really nice long bath. Now I am sitting here for a few minutes, just kind of like bouncing on the birthing ball. And I just put my warm compresses in my bra so that I can wait about 15 minutes. And then I'm going to hand express some colostrum and collect it in little syringes, put them in the freezer and have them for when baby's born in case we need to supplement with it. And so I started that at the beginning of 37 weeks is when my OB cleared me to do it. And I keep the warm compress on for about 15 minutes, and it's just kind of been my routine in the evening to put these on and then sit on the birthing ball, either do like hip circles or bounce or just whatever kind of feels good for that day. And now my husband's in the shower, and I thought it would just be a good time to chat with y'all. To say that this baby is wanted, I feel like, is an understatement. Now, two things can also be true. And I have to keep reminding myself that these two things can be true because I am someone who really tries to stay positive for a lot of things in my life, and I feed off of positive energy, positive thinking, positive conversations with my husband. And I feel like it's been like 6 months of me just literally complaining, and I feel like pathetic. I feel like I'm failing at this. I feel like I don't feel like myself. Like I don't feel like myself when I look in the mirror, but even more than that, I don't feel like myself with all of these. I'm guessing it's the hormones that are running through my body that are just like completely kind of messing me up or something, but like I don't feel like I think like myself right now. Like, my husband has been so good at helping like bring me back down to earth and like remind me of what's important, remind me of what matters. But it is so hard because I'm having such negative thoughts about myself and how I'm handling things. As know, I was diagnosed with OCD when I was in the 9th grade, and have been kind of in different treatment for that and on medication ever since then, kind of trying to help that. But the intrusive thoughts with that definitely have, I feel like, become a little bit more in this pregnancy. And obviously I don't want to switch medications. I don't want to do anything that's going to like change anything in my body, because I am just trying to keep everything like stable and the healthiest it can be for baby. By the way, I have talked to my doctor about this. She is very aware of what I'm feeling. My husband is very aware. I am talking to people about this. I think this is probably one of the last long form videos I'll be filming before she's actually here. And I look back at different videos that I filmed in different parts of my life so that I can see, like, kind of relive those moments of my life. And I want to be able to go back when I'm pregnant again and be like, what was the end of my last pregnancy like? And remind myself it's okay if you're not okay. Like, you will get through this. Been rambling now for 15 minutes. My compress are cold, so I'm gonna go ahead and hand express, and then I will show you how much colostrum I'm able to collect. But thank you for listening to as much of this as I decide to keep in the video. I got a full syringe, which is a milliliter, and I'm really excited about that because I only did it for 5 minutes on each side, and it's only like my, what, 4th day of doing it or something, so I feel good about getting a whole syringe. I'm so proud of this. I'm going to date it and put it in the freezer. It is 9 p.m. and I am officially in bed for the night, which feels so good. I went ahead and did the DIY lash extensions on myself. I just want to see how many days they last. I feel like I used to get them to last like 5+ days, so I guess we'll see. It's not something that I would want to do if it only lasts like 1 or 2, because obviously it takes too much time to do that. But if I can get it to last like 5 days, then I think it would be worth the time it takes to like apply them and feel like cute and put together even if I don't have any makeup on. I also have my sleepy tie-in, so I will keep you posted if I wake up with a really pretty blowout and if I like this or not. I have a feeling I would like it more on longer hair, just the way my hair wrapped around it only twice, but we're gonna see what happens in the morning. And that is a realistic day in my life at 37 weeks pregnant. Thank you so much for spending it with me. My husband and I are now going to put something on, probably watch a Harry Potter or something. We have been just like rewatching the whole series over and over. It's like our comfort thing to have in the background, and then I play a puzzle on my iPad and go to sleep. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.